Alright guys, I figured I'd show you a video on metal polishing. Figured I got this old Can-Am camper I'm working on here, and I figured I'd use this as something to show you guys. I showed you guys that video from Zephyr. This is the same kit I'm using right here. I've never done this before. I've polished like some small rims and stuff like that, but never anything on like this scale. So I ended up going with these Airway wheels because videos I was looking up show that these Airway wheels just get it done a lot faster. They cut really heavy. Some other people just use like a regular like foam pad buffer, and it just takes forever. When it's this badly worn, you can see how dull that is. So I ended up getting this kit right here, and it came with this orange, green, and white wheel. And I started in this back corner here, and it took forever, but it took a long time just to do a little tiny section. So then I pulled up the other video I'm going to show you guys is 6,000 RPM versus 3,000, and I stepped up to the 6,000 RPM, and I did this in pretty much from like that little valve down here over to there with 6,000. If I did from here to there in 3, and it just was wasting my life. One thing I was shocked about was how much compound I went through. So you can see the size of these bars. I mean, here's my hand. They're pretty big. They're like 2-pound bars they come in. And this is what's left of the first bar. It's a little tiny chunk. I did do a little bit of the other side, but not much. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is just the first cut. I didn't even touch the other wheels yet. So when you're cutting, you'll notice, see if I can get close up to it. Yeah, you guys can see this, like, this hazy stuff right here. You gotta wait until that goes totally away, these little spots here. And it'll be like a total, I mean, you can see my hand in there pretty good. You gotta get everything away in the first cut. Otherwise it won't come out with the other cuts beyond there. So you just go ahead and add the compound like the video, and then every once in a while, see how that's like silver? That's the aluminum that's coming off of the side of the camper. It's all oxidation and it clogs it up. So every once in a while I got a little bit different setup, but I got this rake here and I'll run that through it, and it blows all that off, and then I add some more compound and I keep going. This is the first one I was using. This is the Schools buffer. This is good for like car paint, and it is good. I think once I get down to the final steps, I'll use this also. This grinder, this is funny. I bought this grinder back when I was like 14 years old, and it's actually like a regular angle grinder. It's just a huge one, and it's at 6,000 RPM. So I grabbed that. I almost ordered a 6,000 RPM buffer, and I was like, wait a minute, I got this grinder in the basement, and that seemed to do the trick. I ordered this other stuff here for the front of the camper. You can see this, it's a black compound. It's actually made for stainless steel. And this blue cutting wheel, which, let me get this out. Let me just do it here. You see that this, it's got like, see that yellow, it's got like glue in it. So it's really, really hard. It doesn't really want to flex at all. Where these guys here have a lot more give to them. And then each time you step down a grit, it gets softer and softer until you get down to this one. Once you get down to that one, it's like a mirror. Some things you guys definitely got to have. I kind of changed this up. The first day, I did a mask, glasses, and earmuffs. Definitely the earmuffs is very loud. And when I was done, I'll try to pop in a picture there too. It was just like, it was all in my eyes, it was everywhere, it was terrible. And I didn't wear the gloves the first day. And I quickly found out that, you see there, I caught my wrist in it pretty good. This is already like a week or so later. I caught my wrist in it, and it cut me up pretty good. So then I started wearing the gloves, and then I ordered this thing. It's actually a scuba mask, because they were out of respirators because of this coronavirus thing. I just threw a sock on it. I figured that'd be my air filter. And this kept everything out of my eyes. But even though I had the glasses on, it just, stuff goes everywhere. So you want to make sure you got that on. These are the clothes I've been wearing. And I'm just going to throw these out when I'm done because this stuff, I'm worried about ruining the washing machine. So it goes everywhere. You definitely have to have some grubby stuff on there for that. I don't know if I said it already, but this side, which is, I don't know, maybe this is like 12 feet maybe. Yeah, probably around 12 feet long. It took me 6 hours to do. Each step from here on out should take a lot less time, but getting that first dull aluminum worn off takes quite a while. And then coming around to the front, the reason why I got that blue stuff is the front is really bad. It's got that little patch in it, that's matter though, but I started buffing it and I couldn't get the stuff out of it. So you can see all those black pits there. It wouldn't buff. So I took a sander and started sanding it, but I wasn't really happy with the way, I mean, I can see my feet in it and everything. I wasn't happy the way that came out. So I ordered that really stiff wheel and the black compound. I haven't tried that yet, but supposedly that's this like 320 grit sandpaper is what's in there. So hopefully that takes off a lot more. And really the 6,000 RPM makes a big difference too. And the metal gets pretty hot at that speed. So that I think kind of smears it around a little bit more too. With a sander, it would do the same job if I stepped down the grits, but it would just take forever because it's not going that fast. And then this side here, I tried with the brown also. And you can see I got to like about there and then I ran out of time. But I did all that with the brown and that came out pretty good. I gotta finish up this section here. I'm kind of curious too. The back here, you see it's got a pretty bad rust stain on it. I'm not sure if the regular grit's gonna take that out or not. And if I come all the way around. This is the worst spot I'm gonna have to deal with on the camper. Some people are taking muriatic acid, which is really kind of dangerous to mess with. But they're wiping it all down with the acid first. And that was knocking out most of it. I called the company and they said they didn't really recommend that just because it's so nasty to deal with. So I'm gonna try it without it first and see what happens. I think that's it for now. And hopefully I'll be able to pop some stuff in there and hopefully you guys like it. 1957 Can-Am. See you guys.